What up, world? It's Eternal Authenticity, broadcasting live, and someone's real loud brakes were screeching in the background. I know how that feels for real, because I've had that happen a lot, like car problems and stuff. So I'm just pointing that out. This YouTube is for us to not take life so seriously. Especially when you're not materialistic. you know, just having a regular car that just gets you from point A to point B, you're just grateful for that. You know what I mean? But still, you gotta make sure to maintain your car too. I'm just, I'm just silly. Anyways, I'm out here in nature on a walk. I got 2 clients today, 2 dog walks back to back. So it's the first one, knocking it out, and yeah. I've been keeping up. I've been really consistent with this YouTube stuff. Like it's exciting for real, because like I may have been letting go of a lot of dead weight or whatever, disappointments and stuff, this and that. But then it's like, deep down I laugh. Deep down I laugh, because it's like, hey, I'm not gonna let nobody defeat me. Like it's common sense. Like I've gotta win. I've gotta shine. You know what I mean? Like I'm not even competing with nobody. I'm saying like I've gotta succeed for my own self. It's common sense. I'm a grown man. Just like grown men, grown women, whatever age. You have a purpose to fulfill. Now how you fulfill it, and if you're truly in alignment, that's on you. I'm in alignment, truly, and I'm in a very high class tier, to be honest with y'all, an original tier. So it's really cool how things are coming together, because like we're just brought up in this world, and we want to have like a magical meaning and purposeful life, with like cool things and enchanted experiences, magical dreamy stuff. And at the same time, like there's like other stuff going on in the world, different frequencies and stuff. And like when you're able to still hold on to your own voice, your own inner essence, like that's powerful. That's the key to life, to be able to keep your authenticity, just for simple stuff. You know what I mean? Like that's why I do all these videos, just to let it all out, because you're supposed to find your divine purpose. Like the world is a business, of services, different services, and to travel here, to travel there, to go to the gym, to get some gasoline, to get some food, to pay for college, for a lot of stuff, cars, all that stuff. Like it costs. It's a service, and yes, it can be given freely, as gifts, when it's truly given freely. You know what I mean? Some celebrities get free stuff. Sometimes I get free stuff. The point I'm making is like, like a lot of us who are overcoming may be coming out of hard times and upbringings where we didn't have everything on a silver platter. Like sometimes we may be very frustrated and want to feel like a victim or make up excuses or whatever, and just be in like a lazy development state, a fearful state where you like giving up. And I learned that, hey, nothing's moving when you do that. You know what I mean? Like it's not that you got to be rushing and racing everywhere, but at the same time, it's like you don't need to be so passive and lazy to where you just lose all ambition, childhood interests. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what this whole mental health and awakening and healing and surrendering to our divine purpose, it's real talk. You know what I'm saying? Because like, no matter who you are, like, you got to live with yourself. And for those of us that came here to live a long life, we really love to have meaning in life. And for whatever we're making money from, or our business, or whatever, however we're having our life, happen, it needs to be something that we're actually into, obviously. Not what society wants you to do, not with this, not with that, but like what comes from your heart. Like, if you're extremely amazing at basketball and you have so much credibility and stuff, then guess what? You're not going to be a custodial, janitorial, worker, busting tables and stuff. Like, your talent, your, driven passion mainly is basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the point I'm making. Like, none of us are the same. We share the fact that we all have a heart, but at the same time, nobody is the same. Some people, there are clones and stuff. There's no clones of me. You can hold a mirror up and that's me. You know what I mean? I'm one of a kind. That's why I was saying I'm on the road less traveled, because the bunch, the matrix, the crowd, that's where all of the copycats and clones and inauthentic vibes and people are. So anyways, as I've been developing a mind of my own, it's been cool because I can breathe. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta have your own arsenal. You know what I'm saying? So like, when you have these social media stuff, brands, logos, signatures, having a social media account, YouTube, whatever, stuff like that, a portfolio, this is what honestly gives us life, to be real with y'all. Like, I'm being straight up. That's why like so many people are getting so serious about likes and followers and stuff like that, social media status, because people have high levels of anxiety. But like, when you get deeper to actually get to know you and you don't care about that, and you see, like, basically we have to be really deeply connected to our own self, to know what, where we're going, you know what I'm saying? Like, the right interests and whatnot internally. And I was just saying, like, YouTube and stuff like that, this is what gets a lot of us up. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Like, if we want to turn it around, like I said, it's a business, so we're supposed to have services and inspire and stuff. At the same time, like, this is still a diary. Like, if I were just to give up and, like, not even care and be like, oh, screw it, I'm gonna just give up, whatever, eat junk food, even though I know it's hurting my body and it's making me sick, if I'm just gonna work in a slave, environment, doing something that I'm not interested in just for the money. No. When deep down, I know what I'm into. So I'm not gonna do none of that stuff that doesn't serve me, And like, what I was saying, like, when you have your own stuff like YouTube and whatnot, like, it's like a diary. This will always last. This is the truth. This page is built on the truth, and it's eternal. It's built off love. So like, this will last centuries. You know what I'm saying? And like, with that being said, like, I'm able to reflect. It doesn't mean I stay caught up, but it's like I'm able to teach here, teach. That's the best way to help look at some of the social media stuff or whatever in a healthy business tool way. You can learn from other people as well as you can teach and share and coach, and like, that's how it is. You know what I mean? Because I know it's a lot of people who may be just so heavy on the spiritual side, and they're just like, oh, what's the point of life? There's no point of life. Let's just, pout and moan and groan and just stay caught up in our bedroom all day, laying down, watching TV, whatever. But deep down, like, you would want to clean yourself up and be able to actually travel around the world and actually experience new cultures and experience new people and just be legit and just have like, you know, a whole new makeover, you know what I'm saying? And like to have, you know, a true expedition, you know what I'm saying? Like to be versatile, to have, you know, new moments, new experiences, you know what I mean? To float around freely, you know, like a butterfly. And like that's basically what this page is encouraging others to do. I'm encouraging people to get out of an arrested state of development, you know? That's what I realized with myself. I'm not a victim, you know? I've got to get up and I've got to get out and I've got to put my mind to work to build, to write, to organize, to write stuff down, you know, to plan, to act upon it, you know, to sort it out, like for real. Like the deeper and deeper you go, the more and more like, you know, you're able to breathe and actually be excited for life, you know, because when you wake up, realize, oh yeah, I'm here to live a long life. Like for me personally, I am here to live a long life, you know, and like that's my main inspiration is that, you know, so like I'm able to wake up and realize, you know, I'm not out here for this quick fix stuff. I'm not out here for this hookup, fast paced, you know, careless living. No, I have to, that's why I'm always getting my mind right for the long run. Being a nerd, being wise, you know, being the turtle, whatever you want to call it. And, you know, just had to get real with myself, to be honest. You learn a lot from some of these greats, no matter where they're from, what they're, you know, this or that. Like you can learn from all of us. We can all learn from each other. And that's, you know, what it is, honestly. So like I've had to learn to, you know, just harmonize all of this. That's what I'm doing, to be honest, as I have some new, you know, things lining up for me. I can feel it within me. You know, I feel more and more alive and awake every day because of the self-care and the healing and me surrendering to my life purpose and listening to my heart space and all that stuff. You know, like we're all like holograms, honestly, you know what I'm saying, in different times and spaces. You know, like just always remember, life has meaning. It's within you. You know, you're a unique gem, a unique crystal, you know. So I'm just giving this as inspiration for real. Like not to lose hope and give up and just pout and go with a meaningless life. You know, you gotta have meaning to life. Add meaning to life, find meaning to life. Connect with your higher power, higher self, you know, nature, universe, God, whatever you want to call it. So like that's the point I'm making. You know, just be you. Listen to the things that are inside your heart. Don't give up on them, you know. And like I'm saying this because, you know, little by little, life is like a chess match, you know, and I'm a king, you know, and it's like you have to learn your role, you know what I'm saying? And like I'm a king, so I'm always making smart, wise moves, you know, helping call the shots, you know what I mean? So anyways, y'all have an amazing day. Let me know how y'all are doing in your world and your reality. It's Eternal Authenticity, broadcasting live